Alright, HadesOmega here. So I was kind of just working in the garage, and I was looking at my e-bike, and I wanted to just make a comparison video of the motor that's in the Victory Empulse and the motor that's in my electric bicycle. So right here, if you kind of take a look here, this is man, it's already got like water spots and stuff on it. This is it's an IET gearbox, but this is the motor and transmission assembly. It's all one unit in the Victory Empulse. Take a look at it. So you kind of have I think the gearbox is here, and the motor is right here. Or no, I think the motor is here. No, I'm pretty sure the motor's here because it's got the heat sinks and stuff on it. But take a look at both sides. So there's the sprocket right there. So yeah, the transmission is all this big part here, and the motor is just this little guy right here. Look at it. Yeah, it's got the big sprocket coming out of it. But you know what? That got me thinking, like, man, that looks really familiar. I have something very similar to that on my electric bicycle. So those of you that don't know, I still have an e-bike. Electric bicycle YouTube channel, and so here it is. This is the G&G Electric mid-drive kit on my on my Harley Davidson mountain bike here. Yeah, so this is a 24 volt 250 watt motor that has it has a motor and transmission together on the same dealie. Look at that, right? This is just a smaller version of what's on the Empulse, right? Of course, the Empulse is like 103 volts or something. I think it's a lot. But let's take a look on the other side here. Take a look at see, that's where it comes out to a sprocket. See, and then it goes to the chain though. It's basically the same drive system as the Empulse. So isn't that an interesting comparison right there, right? Who would have thought? Like a couple years after I made this e-bike, this e-bike doesn't work anymore. I tried to overvolt it, and I think I fried the motor. It doesn't work, so I have to get a new motor for it somehow. Yeah, if I could find a way how to change this. If I could find a way to take the motor out and replace it with another one that's like a little more powerful, like a 350 watt, I would be happy as a clam. This bike hauls ass, I'm telling you. It's like a hybrid bike. This bike works like it has a half twist throttle here, and then when you twist it, it gives you power, you know, and then it's connected to the drive system of the bike. So this e-bike is very efficient. It only runs on 24 volts. These LiPo battery packs right here. See, and I even have a gauge indicator here to tell you how much juice there is left in the battery. It's this bike is a lot of fun to ride. I think the top speed I can get like 30 miles per hour on this thing, and like it can pretty easily get up to 25. You know. And it's crazy. You just keep it on the higher gears, and then you give it power, and then you pedal with it, and it's like magic. It just takes off. So I mean, there's a lot of e-bikes out there now that you know, they have it's like a pedal assist is what they call it, and the pedal is hooked up to like the motor assembly, and it senses when you're pedaling. But this one is all manual. You give it throttle and it gives you power, and you could ride it with just electric power, no pedaling at all if you wanted. But it's kind of slow, and you would have to go through the gears. But if you pedal with it, this thing is a rocket, man. And yeah, so this is one of my old projects. This is the controller right here. So that's just a little comparison, you know, between that and this. This is just a very much larger, much more powerful version of what I got on my e-bike. So I mean, it's a interesting. I chalk it up on chalk it up on fate that the motorcycle I wound up owning in the future is very similar to the e-bike that I built a couple years ago. Yeah, I hope to get that bike running again. I'm gonna do some mountain biking, and that thing can climb hills, man. I'm telling you. If I could only make it a 2-wheel drive, it would climb even better. It has some traction issues sometimes. All right, so that's a quick little video between my e-bike and the Impulse R gearbox and tranny. But yeah, this is a mid-drive in the middle of the. Yeah, this is a mid-drive too. If I think about it, yeah, it's in front of the wheel, under the frame. It's pretty much the same system. It's just this one is just very more beefy than that. All right, HadesOmega.